Our show, Ritu. So I would like to know more about you.
Thank you so much, Adeline, for having me. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. So, I am an image consultant and soft skills facilitator since 2015, and I work extensively with individuals, which include a lot of women, homemakers. It could also be CEOs, C suite level executives, and business owners. And I work with corporate companies and I extensively do leadership development for women in companies. And I also train a lot of staff from the retail industry. And that's what's been my journey so far.
That's wonderful to know. So for a layman, like what exactly is image consulting? So could you just explain us about that?
Sure. So, image consulting is simply we all have some innate qualities, abilities, talents within us which are intangible. People cannot see that. So, image management actually helps you to make it visual to people. When my visual complements my intangibles, automatically people start having more confidence in who I am and what I present to the world. So,
Yes.
in layman term, whatever your self presentation is, whatever you are on the inside, when you bring it on the outside, people are able to relate to you much better.
That's really wonderful to know. So, Ritu, how important is creating an image these days? What do you have to say about it?
So, what is happening nowadays, Adeline, is that we are in a world where there is so much competition in every industry that you go. Too much competition, and how do you really stand out from the crowd? How do you really make your presence felt and bring out your visibility out of millions of people out there? So, image management helps you create that presence, helps you create your brand, and be more visible because what meets the eye, people tend to believe that rather than just what's written about your resume and what you say about yourself. So we
That's
bring it
right.
all together through image management, and that's why it's become so important today.
Okay, so is this the only for working professionals, or do you think it's for individual as well?
So it can work from anybody starting from the age group of even a teenager because wherever we are going, even if you go today out to buy your groceries, even if you just go out for a wedding, even if you are at home, people are treating us and people are, communicating their behavior to us based on how we are carrying ourselves, based on how we are dressed, based on how we our body language is, how we are grooming ourselves. So this is applicable to anyone and everyone. Whoever is finding certain challenges in their life, it could be I don't get enough respect from my family, or I am not heard, or I am at a certain position, but people just don't listen to me. So it is applicable to anybody and everybody today.
Okay, that's really nice to know. So, can like some people, we see every day, some of the other people, we just keep meeting them. So, some people just can't dress up well, okay? So, what kind of solutions do you have for them?
So, this entire element of styling and dressing is some people are naturally born with it, some people observe and they learn. So, it's actually a skill set
Okay.
which can be developed over a period of time through understanding of who you are as a personality, through understanding how colors work, through understanding how your body shape is and how you can get dressed. So, these are all skill sets that can be learned. And again, the more you practice it, like any other skill, the more you get better at it. So it's absolutely something that is learnable and can be implemented by anybody who's willing to use it as a tool for themselves.
Okay. So, is this an individual training that's given, or how is it?
It works on two modules. One is an individual one on one detailed training, which is purely customized to your requirements. And then there are group trainings that are conducted for corporate companies and for retail staff, where we take care of how they need to present themselves with their uniforms, with their dress codes, with the grooming, and then the body language, etiquette, communication skills, all those elements come in. So it works both ways.
Okay, so do you think that can shopping habits be changed?
Absolutely, absolutely, they can be changed. So a lot of people have this, issue that I have lots of clothes to wear in my wardrobe, but I still, when I open my wardrobe, I just see I have nothing to wear.
I
You know,
one mountain.
you you'll constantly hear that as a challenge. So what is
Yes.
happening here is we are not taking into account what our actual lifestyle is. We are not taking into account who we are as a personality, what are our likes and dislikes in clothing, and your body shape, your color, all those things are not taken into picture. So when you are
Mhm.
aware of these elements, suddenly when you will walk into a mall or a store to buy your clothes, you'll see so many things get checked out. Okay, this doesn't work in this parameter, this doesn't work in this parameter. So you become a very sensible shopper because you exactly know what you need to buy. So when you make that sort of shift in your thought, that I don't need to simply follow, the trends that are running, or my friend is buying this, excuse me, my friend is wearing this. So when I stop following those, automatically I'm able to change my habits. Excuse me.
So we need to carry our own style.
Excuse me. Yes.
Okay. So, like common mistakes in body language people tend to do. Ritu, could you explain this to us? Well, I'm not able to hear you, Ritu. Well, Ritu, can you hear me? Well, friends, I think there is some technical issue from Ritu's end. We'll just wait for some more time.
Hi, Adeline, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So there is some technical issues, I guess.
Yes.
So my question for you was, Ritu, like common mistakes in body language that people tend to do.
Right. So, one of the most powerful elements when it comes to body language is that whatever we think on the internal, I'm feeling very dull, I'm feeling very low on a day to day basis. And what happens is it starts showing on my body language directly because our hormones are simply connected to our body language. So, on a day to day basis, if I'm not feeling up to the mark, it'll start reflecting. However, the advantage that I have with body language is that if I simply start working on it and I just say, okay, no, I need to sit straight, be erect, walk with a powerful pose and a posture, automatically it rewinds whatever internal, hormones, cortisol, stress hormones have been released. It just changes and I start feeling uplifted and more confident. So, this is actually science, and we don't use our body language in the right direction because most often people will believe what is showing on your body language, on your facial expressions, rather than what you actually say. So that's the power of body language. So I think it's something that we must use on a day-to-day basis to our full capacity.
Well, that was really very clearly explained to us, and which is very important. So, how valuable is retail training from a small business owner for a small business owner? So, what do you have to say about it?
Adeline, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Ritu, are you able to hear me?
Adeline, are you there?
I am able to hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, Ritu. Can you hear me?